What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Pope Show. And today, I don't know what we're doing. I'm kind of going all over today. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and put this back together because I did some research on it. And this thing, I'll put what it's called right here because I can't remember. They don't make this part anymore. It's too old. So all they do is sell them on eBay used, which I'm not going to trust that because it's something electrical. And I'm just not going to deal with it because I only have $2.50 into this motor, so I'm not going to spend a bunch of money for that. And there is a way to bypass it. There's a lot of YouTubers that have showed how to bypass it, but it costs like $100, and I'm not going to put $100 into a motor I think I can probably only get 80 for. So I am just going to put everything back together, and I'm just going to sell it as a parts motor. So yeah. So I'm sorry if you tuned down here to try to figure out how to fix that, but I already took my meter and tested it and it's no good. No bueno. And like I said, I just don't have any money into the motor, so if I can sell for $40, it's pretty much all profit. So yeah, so today, like I said, it's gonna be a little bit different because I'm starting to spread myself a little too thin. So I need to get some of the stuff put back together and figure out what I'm going to do with it. But doing that, I'm going to be jumping all over the place. So I really don't want to start an episode saying I'm going to work on one thing, but I'm also working, you know, on a crap ton of things. Boom. So instead of working on one thing today, I'm going to be working on many things. Put this one back together, and I'm probably going to try to clean it up, and at least with this motor, try to clean it up and get some of the surface rust off of it and a bunch of dirt. And then maybe just get a rattle can and kind of spruce it up just a little bit. That was dumb. Maybe I shouldn't put the head on first. Now I can't tap the top of it down. Son of a diddly. Oh. Probably help if I took the spark plug out too. Yeah. A little less compression would help anytime, every time. And clean it up. Get $40 out of it. Because if you think about it, even if I do get this running, which it would be nice, it'd be a lot easier to sell and stuff. But even if I do get it running, I could probably realistically only sell it for probably about 80 bucks, after I put it up there for 100 and bargaining and stuff like that. That's usually what these older motors go like this for around here. And say if I do buy that coil or whatever you call that darn thing, after I buy so many parts and add up, be about $40. If I sell for 80, I'm making 40 bucks. It just makes sense to just not put money into it and just put it up for parts, and then it can take as long as it wants, and then you don't have money wrapped up into it. Versus, if I spend $40 on parts, then I'm sitting here trying to get my $40 back, and then I'll tend to negotiate, a little less just to try to get my money back. Well, and more money, not just my money back. So unfortunately, sometimes you just gotta know when to quit, and this one's just not, it's not a Honda. It's not, not a lot of people want these motors. Usually it's just, kids with a go-kart. And they're not going to be willing to pay hundreds of dollars. And I know what you guys are going to say. You're like, man, I watched this video so I can try to get mine running because mine doesn't run. And you didn't even get it run. all you did is just get it to where there's no spark and gave up on it. Well, I tell you what, I have no problem buying a coil for an engine. But this engine is so old that the one I would have to buy would be used, and I don't know if that's going to work or not. So I'd just be throwing money away. That is the only reason I would not buy a coil for this engine, because I would love to get this to run. And just to prove my point, here's this Honda engine, coil problem, or the coil's been giving me problems again, and I'm just so fed up with it, I bought a coil. See, I do buy parts. That's some weird packaging. Leave a box that's not even closed in there. They said this was new. I don't know. Find out. Looks shiny. Oh, look at that. Nothing like getting a brand new coil to make your day. Oof. Let's put this sucker on. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Got the new coil on. It's so shiny and pretty. I love it. And I actually went out, bought a brand new spark plug exactly for this motor. It's actually a performance one. So, everything's new now. Except the points. But I think the points were good. So let's see. Spark. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wow. Oh, I hate this motor. Well, after about another 40 minutes of messing with it, changing different things and changing the gap and cleaning the points, and still nothing. No spark. So I went from inconsistent spark to no spark. I don't know. I think this motor just hates me. It really doesn't like me. So now I'm going to have to put on order points. Even though, I have 2 sets of them, and they don't look bad. And I've cleaned the crap out of them. I don't know what else. There's nothing else. I've replaced the coil. I got a new spark plug. I got a new end. And these points look fine to me. I don't understand. Well, it's not that I don't understand. I'm getting pissed off. Because these points look just fine to me. I don't understand. Whatever. This is why I hate this motor. I absolutely hate this motor. Hate its guts. But whatever. And I want to be so adamant about getting it running, but I already have a guy that's waiting for it that wants it. So I kind of have to get it running. Or else by now I would have thrown this in the garbage. Anywho, let's get this out of the way. Alright, done with that motor today. Too angry. Well, this one, buddy Sean, the test dummy on here, he got actually at this at a scrapyard, and this actually, this pipe that was like this, snapped off right where the threads were. So I had to drill it out and tap it, and with these pipe fittings, you have a different kind of tap. It's not like normal taps. You gotta buy an actual special pipe one. So I did that, and now I have to put it back on. So I gotta take all this crap off. Got the wiring, air hose, doodad. Trying to figure out which one to do first. Should I put the pipe in this one or in that one? I don't know if it really matters. I think I'll do this one first. So yeah, my buddy Sean that got this from the scrapyard. It's the same scrapyard that I go to get my motors. And he actually lives like 1 mile away from the scrapyard. Which I'm so jealous for. Because I live about 40 minutes away from the scrapyard. And so he goes there like all the time after work or something like that. And this guy always gets the best deals, man. Like, I don't know what he's doing to get the best deals. he'll call me like some random days, be like, "Oh man, you never guessed what I got." I'm like, "Man, come on, what'd you get?" He's like, last week he's like, "Man, I just got this chainsaw for $20." And I can't remember what size the bar is. I want to say it's like a 22 or 24-inch bar. Like, it's not a huge chainsaw, but it's still a decent chainsaw. And I can't remember what brand it is. If I remember, I'll put a picture up here of it. But he sends me this video, and he just pulls it right, starts right up. It's like, holy cow, man! Like, that's amazing. What'd you do? He's like, all I had to do was cut the filter out because I had a intake filter, or intake or whatever, a filter in the gas tank. And he says it was clogged as crap, and all he did is cut it off, and it started right up. I was like, man, I got this Honda engine I have been fighting to the bone. Cannot get running, save my life. And here you go and buy a $20 chainsaw, and it just basically starts right up. Like, I gotta get a pipe wrench. Yeah, anyways. So yeah, it's crazy. He just gets a motor and does one little quick fix, and then boom. You know, it has spark, has good carburetor, clean carburetor. Nope. Not me. I always get the messes. I think next time I'll be a little bit more picky when I grab motors. Maybe not grab such old ones. I think that'd be smart. And then I think this tank he got for $30 at the scrapyard, and the engine does work and everything. Hopefully this will hold air and I can just show you. But that was the only part was right there was bad on it. Which, you know, this isn't a crazy good air compressor, but it's still you know, still not bad for 30 bucks. But yeah, so not only does he get the better deals than I do, he always usually has me work on it. Usually I'm the one fixing his great deals. Which, whatever. I guess that's what friends do, you know. Rob me! So I guess without further ado, let's see if it works. Alright, noise alert. Well, it's not leaking out of there. I can hear it leaking out of here. Ooh. So he's gonna get a new one of these, but I think we're good. Yeah, if I plug this, it just leaks it right out of here, so fairly confident that this one's gonna hold really well. Sweet. But then he has the top cover and all that crap, so now I can get this heat of junk out of my garage. Get this out of there. Get that out of there. And this is actually something I haven't even shown you guys yet. Let me wrap this up real quick and I'll show you what that is. Okay, so I just got this from a garage sale actually this weekend. I think it's pretty cool. The belt does fit on there. I just had it off to play with the pump. But I grabbed this at a garage sale from Old Timer, and the pump actually does work. Then you would use that to pump. They go up and down, and then it would go on that bar right there. And that's what you'd pump your well water for. Sometimes oil. But I thought it was pretty cool, and I already checked it does have spark. Thank God. He said it did run, but you know how that is. But at least it has spark. That's the biggest thing. And then I had this. It's actually off the 8-horse Briggs I've had. So I really want to clean this one up. So I really want to get a lot of the little projects done in there, so I can do this without, you know, feeling frustrated to try to get that running, try to get the Honda running to finish those videos. So this will be definitely a little bit later, but it's a pretty cool little project. Can't wait to get into it. This thing's so nice to have, but it's so big and bulky. And the reason I don't really use it a lot is because really I just don't have space. I mean, I just finally built this table the other day, so it's not so bad now that I have this to actually cut this angle iron, because I need this actually very straight. And you'll see why when I'm done. I'd rather just show you the project other than trying to explain it, you know. Because sometimes you spend so long explaining it to where if you just show it, it takes about 2 seconds for someone to understand that. So, let me cut a little real quick. That's what we got. Let's get you a little closer. Real quick, rather than catfish, he gave me these gloves because I couldn't fit his little chicken fingers. I think he just gets irritated because I always weld without gloves. But nice, pretty cool set. Now I won't actually burn myself. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let you guys guess on what it is that I am making. Just going to let you guess, man. Before I started welding this, I told buddy Sean that I had his air compressor done, and he said he was in town, so I figured I'd just drive over there and give it to him instead of having to worry about driving farther. And I get over there and he's working. He's a semi driver, he does pedal runs, and he says he's just at a gas station for lunch. So I get over there, and the gas station is right across from a hotel, and he's at the hotel staring through a window. And I'm like, what the heck, dude? What are you doing? And he had his headset on, and he's just staring through this window. He's like, oh, it's my girlfriend in there. I'm just watching her work and talk to her. It's like, okay. It's a little awkward, I guess. So if you got a girlfriend that works at a as a maid or whatever you want to call it, I guess you can just sit there and stare at her creepily. I guess. I think I'm gonna go see if this fits real quick. Call me old-fashioned, but whenever my wife's at work, I'm in the garage. I'm not going to her work and spying on her. But I guess that's the difference between being married and having a girlfriend. Because he's pretty much the same age as I am. Actually, he's a little bit older. Anywho, so I'm sure you guys can guess what I'm making right now. Look at that. Precision work. Perfect. Let's go see how it works. Well, the one nice thing about when you go to Menards without your wife to return lumber, because you'll see the 4x4s in a second, but we bought too many. So I took them back, bought this lumber. Would you know it? Someone threw this in my cart. How nice of them. And yeah, I know it's a cheapo, but when you don't have one, it's quite nice, because about like a year now, because my old one I had in Milwaukee, but the chuck actually rusted up and froze. So I haven't had one in a couple years, and I keep on telling my wife I really want one for my birthday at Christmas. She keeps on saying no. And I asked again yesterday, and she's like, no, you're not. So I was like, all right, no problem. I'll go return that lumber real fast. Sweet. Let's try it out.
Try this sucker out. A little tight. Darn it.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, so it's a little tight. A little tight.
damn it.
Ah. Okay, need a hammer. Oh. It's not perfect. I would have made it a little bit different if I do it again, but this posting is just for a fence, so I'm not really that worried about it. All right, well, let's try this out. I tell you what, this thing feels super cheap. All those parts in there are sure plastic, but what do you really expect when you buy $30 Sawzall? It was going straight for a while, but then it started going up, so I had to come back through here and dig it. Doesn't really work the way I wanted it to. And whenever I was first designing it, I was thinking about putting two, you know, a layer, and then that way just the saw blade, so it'd be perfectly straight. But I watched some videos and the guy made one somewhat like this. I thought it would work. Guess not. But it'll be close enough for me to kind of get a straight edge. And I have a lot to do. So I'm gonna have to spend the rest of the day cutting this. Oh, I want to show you one more thing. So you guys have already seen that one. But the other day, I got this bad boy. I finally got a sandblaster, or sandblaster cabinet, and I haven't got to mess with it yet because I gotta, you know, put the airline stuff in, and all I did is buy some buckets. That's actually full of the sand, came with the sand. But you know, I gotta put the light up in there. I gotta fix that because put the seal on the outside. So it's still like a lot of little things I gotta do before I get it to run perfectly. And I went to go get some the other day, and it fell on this glass and cracked it, which sucks. Which I figured I have to replace this anyways, but so it's another project that I have to do. And I'm just getting so many projects, I'm just getting backed up, and so that's why this video is kind of, you know, just kind of like a little update, or kind of just hanging out in the shop with me today, because I have so many projects, like little ones I need to get done, so that way I can focus on just one, because I really want to get that sandblaster going. I've had it for, I think, like a week and a half or 2 weeks now. Haven't even been able to touch it. Sorry, I'm not wearing my hat. As you can see, I'm sweating. But, so that's kind of the day. So that's kind of what I did today. Now I have to go cut those posts, because this weekend I have to put the fence up. So that way, we can finally have a fenced-in area for our goats. So that way we can actually go on vacation if we want to. So that's why kind of this video is kind of all over the place, because I'm trying to wrap stuff up. As you can see, I'm very busy, especially in summertime. You know, we always have small projects going on. The projects will be coming back, don't worry. And I will be getting back to go-kart and stuff like that. It's just, like I said, you know, I got so many little things going on. And usually I do the motors behind the scenes just kind of on my own, but I just have no time to do them. And I really need to get some money for this go-kart project that I'm doing. I got almost everything. I got the axle, the engines, and, you know, everything. I just need the tires, and the tires are really expensive. So, you know, I got to try to raise up $200-300. So that's where I got to do the motors and stuff like that. So like I said, you know, the go-karts are coming. I just got to get me some money. I need some money, man. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.